Hello. Today's video is about something called body memories. Your body remembers everything that you've experienced in life, good, bad, or indifferent. It stores those memories on a cellular level. Your brain may not remember everything, but your body definitely does. This is why certain smells, sounds, tastes, or sights can bring specific feelings to mind. Body memories are especially common with victims of sexual assault. Even if the assault happened when the victim was too young to recall details, smelling the same perfume or cologne that the attacker wore, or maybe hearing music that was playing in the background during the assault, can trigger incredible anxiety in the victim or even panic attacks. The victim's mind may not recall any of these details of the assault, maybe not even the assault at all, but the body remembers every detail. Body memories are your body's way of trying to protect you from things like that happening again, by warning you that danger is afoot. Body memories aren't only linked to sexual assault, though. They also happen with victims of other types of abuse, and that includes narcissistic abuse. Often, narcissistic abuse is a series of constant traumatic events. I think of it much like a machine gun of abuse. One trauma immediately follows another and another and another in rapid succession. You don't have time to heal from one trauma when like 5 more are thrown your way. It easily can be way too much for the brain to cope with, so your mind forgets the abuse as you try to survive the constant trauma. Interestingly, this is how repressed memories are formed. The body, however, remembers all of the trauma. A few years ago, I went to my old high school with a friend. They were having a craft show, and we thought it'd be fun to check it out since we both love crafts, and we both also attended that same high school. From the moment we set foot on campus, though, I became extremely anxious and panicky. I had trouble holding back the tears until we left. It turned into a miserable experience for me, and also with me swearing I'll never set foot on that property again. At the time, I had no idea why I was in such a state. Since that day, though, I've remembered a few instances of abuse at the hands of my mother that took place on the property of that high school. Apparently, my body remembered the experiences, even though my mind didn't remember them at all at the time. When things like this happen, you first need to remember that you're not crazy. It can feel like you are, but you're really not. Your body is simply remembering something pretty terrible, even if your mind isn't ready to face it just yet, and is trying to protect you from that event happening again by warning you that something is wrong. There's a pain inside you that you're going to need to acknowledge when you're ready. Some people suggest talking out loud to yourself when this happens. Remind your body that whatever happened won't happen again, and that you survived and you're safe. You're okay now. Trauma is not happening again. Personally, I think prayer is a better idea. Ask God to help you cope. Or maybe try a combination of prayer and talking to your body. Maybe that would work for you. Try both and see what works best for you. If you end up remembering what triggered this body memory, then use this to your advantage. Deal with the awful memory however works best for you. I look at body memories the same way I do nightmares, flashbacks, intrusive thoughts, and repressed memories. These things are bound to happen after being abused, so why not just use them to my advantage? When these things happen, I try to look at them as an opportunity to heal from one more trauma, rather than simply thinking of them as a nightmare, flashback, or awful memory or thoughts. Body memories can be a very unpleasant thing to deal with, but at least they can help offer you some insight in areas where you need healing. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you next time.